Have you ever looked at someone at leadership role in education and thought, how did they even get there? What's the story? Because honestly, my path wasn't a traditional at all. I didn't start as a full-time teacher climbing the ladder step by step. I actually started out looking for a job while still at university. Got invited to teach in a little startup. Ended up helping them build their academy from scratch. And when they refused to raise my salary, I thought, wait a second, maybe I can do it on my own. And 10 years after that, I went for my Delta. All of that, every decision, every emotion eventually led me to leading roles in education. Let me take you through the real story. Hi, I'm Julia. When I was studying at a linguistic university in the Department of Management, I was like most students. I wanted to find a job that fit my studies. I remember walking through the corridors, checking all the boards, thinking, where do I even start? I thought maybe some administrative role, maybe something safe, maybe a manager assistant, you name it. But life had other plans. Instead, I got invited to teach in a startup. And honestly, at first, I felt nervous. I was young. I had no idea if I could handle B2B clients, and well, it was 17 years ago. But something in me said, say yes, try. Before I go on, if my story inspires you or helps you in some way, you can support my work through Buy Me a Coffee, the link in the description. And if you want the step-by-step guidance on building your own education career, I've created courses and guides with all the details I wish I'd known. You will find those links below as well. So there I was, walking in this tiny office full of ideas and chaos. Their clients were mostly B2B, people from fashion industry, IT companies, marketing teams, founders. And I remember thinking, wow, they are real professionals and I am a university student. Can I really teach them? The first lessons were a mix of excitement and fear. I was preparing a lot. I spent hours. My heart would race before every session. But then I started seeing results and they started sharing their feedback, which was really positive. People were learning, they were engaged, and they'd thank me after class. That feeling I'm actually helping them, it lit something up inside of me. And I noticed something. I wasn't just teaching anymore. I was creating materials, designing the courses, advising them on how to structure their programs, how to market the programs, and how to sell them. Without even realizing it, I was helping them build their academy from scratch. And that felt amazing. And it gave me a sense of purpose. A university student. I'm not just a teacher, I'm shaping something bigger. Then came the moment that changed everything. The company started growing and I could see the numbers, the happy clients, the expanding schedule. And one day I asked about increasing my salary. I was nervous, but also hopeful. I thought that they would see my value, but they said no. I remember walking home that day feeling disappointed, but also strangely powerful. I thought, wait, if I was able to help them grow, why can't I grow something of my own? It was scary, yes, but it also felt exciting, like a door opening. So I tried. I started my own projects, small at first, but mine. I found an office and I started from scratch. I worked late nights. I made mistakes. I doubted myself 100 times. But every time I saw a student improve or a client happy with the results, I felt that spark again. That sense that I was building something meaningful. A few years in, I realized I needed to back up my experience with internationally recognized skills. That's when I decided to take CELTA. Walking into CELTA, I felt like a beginner. all over again. Nervous, overwhelmed, but determined. And it gave me so much techniques, structure, and a qualification that opened the doors. And my dream was to start teaching international students. And then 10 years later, I wanted more. I went to Delta. That was intense, I must admit. Late nights studying, deep dives into methodology, but it changed the way I thought about education. It wasn't just about teaching anymore. Delta taught me how to mentor other people, how to build systems, how to think like a leader. With that combination, my entrepreneurial spirit, my practical experience, and those qualifications, I found myself stepping into leadership roles. I was designing programs, leading teams, creating educational strategies for bigger organizations, educating B2B clients. And every time I looked back, I thought it all started with the little startup and the decision to try on my own. So if you're listening to this right now and wondering if your path makes sense, please remember, your journey doesn't have to look like anyone else's. Your side projects, your side hustles, your courage to ask for more, your decision to invest into yourself, they all count. I'd love to hear your story. Are you at the start of your teaching journey? Are you thinking about CELTA or DELTA? Or maybe you're building your own project already. Share in the comments. I read them all and I'd love to connect. If you want deeper guidance, check out my courses and guides in the description. And if you like to support this channel, you can always visit my Buy Me a Coffee page. It truly means a lot. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!